Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at the DX AnotherWatch set Volume 5 from Kamen Rider Geo. Technically also from Kamen Rider 01. Two-thirds of this set is actually from their crossover movie. You can see up here Reiwa, the first generation, and then the D-End watch is from the Gates Majesty movie. So they're kind of tying up all their loose ends with the Another Rider watches in this set. Should probably be the last one. Although I've said that before about the AnotherWatch sets. Packaging, pretty simple. Nice picture there of them on the GQ driver on the top. Not really much going on the bottom. That side just kind of shows a silhouette. This side shows how they work with all the different role play items. And kind of a cool picture here on the back. You actually get to see the suits. I mean, I guess you do a little bit on the front here too, but I don't know, I feel like you see them a little bit better on this side. I like this picture, pretty cool. So it shows 3 watches, but it's really going to be 1 watch and then 2 additional plates, like it shows here on the front. But yeah, pretty much it for the packaging. I'm going to go ahead, get these out of the box, and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here they are out of the packaging. Here's the Another Ichigo faceplate. Here is the Another D-End faceplate. We'll get there. We'll start first with the Another 01. I think it looks pretty cool. How these work, you just go ahead, twist the faceplates off. You can see it's clear underneath just so it can light up. And then you get the sounds as well out of the speaker over here. This is number 87. The batteries do come included. You have to pull one of the long tabs out from under here. But if we hold the button down, so how it works is when you're changing between them, you get 1 sound, which is what I just did, and then you get 2 more sounds just by pressing it. The second sound is kind of a generic sound that all 3 of the faceplates make. Well, I shouldn't say the faceplates make the sounds, but it's the same sound it makes for all 3 as you change through them. You'll see what I mean in a moment. But that's unfortunately really it. I will say that I do think the faceplates look good. The Another 01 looks very cool. So if we just twist this, pop it off, pop on Another Ichigo, hold it down to cycle through. So there you see what I mean by that last phrase being the same kind of generic sound effect for all 3. Now we'll move on to Another D-End. And sadly, that's pretty much it. If we put 01 back on. Now, to be clear, this has no idea what faceplate is connected. It's just cycling through. So if I would hold this down, so there's no like pin system. It's not reading what faceplate is attached. It's literally just cycling through as you hold down. It has an order it goes in. So it's just those 3. That's really it. So back around to 01. But yeah, that's unfortunately all these really do. It's kind of par for the course for the Another Ride watches. They've never really done a lot as far as sounds go. But I think the faceplates look pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the GQ driver. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and pop this on. So the screen of the belt always says evil. It doesn't matter which faceplate you have attached. Honestly, all of the Another Ride watches all say evil, so they probably have the same pin system. And the other thing is, it doesn't really matter which one you're cycled through. The sound effect will just be another time, and then it'll kind of say the name of the rider, whichever one you happen to be cycled through to. So just for example, now let's do the end. So basically the sound effects are pretty similar. It'll always say another time. It'll make that same kind of scraggly, like, sound effect, and then say the name of whatever rider you've cycled through. The screen will always say evil. So not a ton of playability here, but you do at least get some sounds from the combination. We can go ahead and do the attack. So no matter what rider you've cycled through, it'll always just be another time break. Next, we'll try it on one of the weapons. So yeah, pretty much what you would expect. It says another, just like all the other Another Ride watches do. So in all honesty, not a lot to this one. If you've seen my other Another Ride watch set reviews, this is pretty much par for the course. You get 3 faceplates, 1 watch. You get 3 sound effects per rider. You get kind of a scraggly, gravelly sound effect saying the name of the rider on its own. Then as you change between, you get kind of a slight variation of that. And then you get kind of another gravelly sound effect just kind of thrown in at the end. So that's the 3 sound effects per rider. This thing has never really been about functionality. None of the Another Ride watch sets have been about functionality. And I think it makes sense. In the show, you know, they click the button, they jam it into the host's body, he transforms. I mean, if they wanted, they could put a couple sound effects from the show, maybe, you know, Japanese phrases, but I wouldn't really understand what they're saying anyway, so I can't say it's a huge selling point for me specifically. But the thing about these, and where these have always shined, in my opinion, is the faceplate designs. They do a great job. The Another Rider designs are always really fun. The faceplates are very nicely detailed and painted, and then when you have the light shining through, they really look nice. So these things are premium Bandai for a reason. They're mostly display pieces. They're just something that when you shine the light through, it looks really good, and maybe if you could set up a display. I mean, if you're crazy enough to track down enough actual watch backs to have all of them displayed, I'm sure that would look amazing, but that would be very costly, I would assume, unless you're buying them somehow in the secondary market. But like I said, the faceplates are very nicely detailed, and the light shining through looks really good, and that's really the main selling point of these. So if you really don't care about that, if you could probably pass on these. Like I said, not a ton of functionality, so you could probably spend your money elsewhere and get something a little bit more fun. But if you like collecting all of these and you're just really a big fan of the Another Rider designs like I am, then maybe you want to pick these up. Now, this was a premium Bandai item, so again, at this point, your best bet's probably something like Mandarake, Yahoo Japan Auction, something like that, because you're going to have to get it on the secondary market. But I do think it's a fairly decent set. Like I said, if you're like me, I'll be honest, I have this because I got into that mentality of, you know, when they announced 4, I was like, well, I bought all the other ones, I might as well buy set 4. And then set 5 happened, and I thought, well, I bought all the other ones, I might as well buy set 5. And the next thing you know, I'm 5 sets of these things deep. It's really just going to be a your mileage will vary situation. Do you need all 5 of these? that's up to you. If you really like the designs and you want to collect them all, then I say go for it. If you're looking for functionality or playability, probably better to spend your money somewhere else. But that's going to do it for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.